given information, number of teachers and number of students. Now first condition, what will be the ratio? 3:60 is must be equal to, in the same ratio they are telling, x:400. So A:B is equal to C:D. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. That's all. That is 60 into x is equal to 400 into 3. So x will be equal to 400 into 3 divided by 60. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 3 ones are 3 twos are 2 ones are 2 20s are. So x is equal to 20. Means how many teachers are needed to enroll 400 students? That is 20. If you have any doubt, observe ratio of 3:60, you will get 1:20. 20:400 also 1:20. So once again listen, if the question is given depending on two quantities, so try to list out them. Here this question is depending on number of teachers and number of students. So I am writing for every 3 number of teachers, 60 students are enrolled. And in the second case, there should be 400 students. What will be the number of teachers asking? So we must find out the number of teachers by taking the condition proportionality. Okay. So this question yesterday also we have finished. Now coming to the sixth problem. In the given figure, ABC is a triangle. Write all possible ratios. Write all possible ratios by taking measures of sides pairwise. Measures of sides pairwise. So here the figure is given like this. ABC is a right angle triangle. 8 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 10 centimeters. Observe this. They are given ABC is a triangle. Okay. From the figure it is a triangle. We know that. Write all the possible ratios by taking measures of sides pairwise. Means take the ratios of different sides. AB, BC. First ratio. BC, CA. CA and AB. See, only 3 pairs we got. If you are taking the same ratio by taking inversely also, we will get again 3. So completely 6 ratios we will get. Observe my first ratio of the sides. That is ratio of, so this is my first question, first pair, ratio of AB is to BC is equal to, AB length is 8 centimeters, BC length is 6 centimeters. See here both are same units, so no need to mention the unit. 8:6. Ratio does not have the units. Okay. 2 4s are 2 3s are, which is equal to 4:3. Take inverse ratio of this one only. That means ratio of, otherwise first of all take normal ratios, after that inverse ratios. We will see. AB BC over BC CA for the sides BC and CA is equal to, BC length 6, CA length is 10. 6:10. Both we will get in 3 tables. So sorry, 2 tables. 2 3s are, 2 5s are. So 3:5. Coming to the third pair, ratio of CA is to AB. CA length is 10, AB length is 8. So 10 is to 8 is equal to 2 5s are 2 4s are 5 is to 4. Okay, finish it, no? Now take inverse ratios. Ratio of BC is to AB. Is equal to 6 is to 8, that is nothing but 3 is to 4. 2 3s are 2 4s are. And ratio of CA is to BC is equal to 10 is to 6, which is nothing but 2 5s are 2 3s are 5 is to 3. Inversely you will get, that's all. And last one, ratio of AB is to CA is equal to 8 is to 10. 2 4s are 2 5s are, that is 4 is to 5. So 4 is to 3 inverse ratio is 3 is to 4. 3 is to 5 inverse ratio is 5 is to 3. 5 is to 4 inverse ratio is 4 is to 5. These are the 6 possible pairs of ratios of the given triangle. Okay, actually for a triangle we will get 3 pairs for those sides, but ratio is nothing but order to comparison. So inverse ratio also I am taking. Completely I will get 6. Now coming to the 7th problem. If 9 out of 24 students, 9 out of 24 students scored below 75 marks, scored below 75% of marks, in a test, 75% of marks in a test. Find the ratio of students. Find the ratio of students scored below 75% marks, scored below 75% marks, and to the student scored 75 marks, to the students scored 75 marks, 75% marks and above. This question is just read the question carefully and observe what they are asking. 9 out of 24 students scored below 75% marks. 75% marks below, how many people are scoring? 9. Total number of students are 24. Means remaining are more than 75, otherwise equal to 75. Yes or no? 9 students out of 24 scoring below 75%. Means more than 75% are equal to 75% are remaining people only. Yes or no? That is 24 minus 9, which is equal to 50. So remember, they are given only 9 out of 24 students, 9 people are scoring below 75%. This remaining people are scoring above 75 and equal to 75, yes or no? So remaining people are 15, means 15 children are getting equal to 75% or more than 75%. Now find the ratio of students scored below 75%. Number of students scored below 75 is 9. And to the students scored 75 marks and above 75. So 75 or above 75 is equal to 15. That means they are asking the ratio of 9:15. That is nothing but 3:5. I hope you understood. Here in this question, they are mentioned only the number of students who are getting below 75% marks. And total number of students also given. Total number of students is equal to 24. Out of 24, only 9 students are getting below 75%. Means remaining are getting more than 75 or equal to 75. So more than 75 or equal to 75 are 15 people are there. Equal to 75 are more than 75. They are asking the ratio of below 75 and more than 75 are equal to 75. That is 9:15. That is nothing but 3:5. Just here we need to write the statement. So let us consider the statement. Given total number of students is equal to 24. Out of 24, 9 students are getting below 75% marks. So number of students scored below 75% marks is equal to 9. That also given. Therefore, now number of, this is given information only, number of students scored 75 marks and 75% marks and above marks, above 75% marks is equal to total minus those who are getting below. So 24 minus 9, remaining people only, no? 24 minus 9, that is nothing but 15 students are getting equal to 75 or more than 75. Now the required ratio is equal to, required ratio is ratio of students scored below 75 marks. Below 75 marks is 9 is to the students scored 75 marks and above 75 marks. 75 and above 75, number of students are 15. That's all. So that is the required ratio. 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15, which is equal to 3:5 is the required ratio. I hope you understood well. Now, because this question is elaborated more, but information is very easily given. Observe, 9 out of 24 students scored below 75. This remaining are scoring more than 75 or equal to 75. So remaining students, how much? 24 minus 9, 15. And they are asking the ratio of below 75 marks scored students to the above or equal to 75 marks scored students. So for that, below 75% of marks, 9 students are there. Above or equal to 75% marks are 15 students are there. So required ratio is below to above, that is 9:15, 3:5. That's it. Now coming to the next problem, very simple problem. Find the number of ovals. Find the number of vowels in the word. Sorry. Find the ratio of the number of vowels in the word Mississippi. MISSI Mississippi. SSIPPI. To the number of consonants. In the simplest form. If they are mentioned simplest form or not compulsory, we have to write the ratio in the simplified form only. They did not mention this word also, we have to represent in the simplified form. So observe the question first of all. Find the ratio of the number of vowels in the word to the number of consonants in the simplest form. So observe the given word MISSIPPI. Like this given. This is the given word. So what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U are the vowels of English alphabet. So what are the vowels? How many vowels are there in this word? Observe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of vowels in the given word is equal to 4. See, they are asking to find out the ratio of number of vowels to number of consonants. So that's why I am writing first number of vowels. Now remaining are number of consonants only. No, actually how many letters are there in that word? Consonants in the given word is equal to total how many number of letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Out of 11, 4 are vowels. So remaining all are consonants only. 11 minus 4, 7. If you have any doubt, just count the consonants at all. I are vowels. Leave those vowels and remaining letters count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 consonants we are getting. That's all. So required ratio. What is the ratio? Ratio of number of vowels to the number of consonants, and we must represent it in the simplest form. Required ratio is equal to 4:7. Number of vowels to number of consonants. And they are asking us to represent in the simplified form. But just observe 4:7 already in the lowest form. Okay. See, if they are asking find the ratio of number of consonants to the number of vowels. In that case, you need to take 7:4. Order is very, very important because ratio is nothing but ordered comparison of two quantities. Here the two quantities are letters of the word. One are vowels and other thing is consonants. They are asking the ratio of vowels to consonants. So 4:7. If they are asking consonants to vowels, then 7:4 will get. Next, coming to other problem, 9th question. Rajendra and Rehana own a business. Rajendra and Rehana own a business. Rehana receives 25%. Rehana receives 25% of the profit in each month. If Rehana received 2080 rupees in a particular month, 2080 rupees in a particular month. What is the total profit in that month? What is the total profit in that month? So observe the question. Here percentage, depending on the percentage, we need to simplify. So now observe the question. Rajendra and Rehana own a business. Means they are doing some business. They started a business. Rehana receives 25% of the profit in each month. So whatever profit getting in that 25% is received by Rehana. If Rehana received 2080 rupees in a particular month, so how percentage of profit is 25% and the amount she is receiving is 2080 rupees. Profit percentage is 25%. Profit is 2080 rupees. Now, what is the total profit in that month? So it is very clear that we need to find out total profit. So let the total profit is equal to X rupees. Profit no, so money, rupees. Now, given that Rehana receiving 25% of the profit for every month, that is 1 month. And for that particular 1 month, the amount she has received is 2080 given. So given Rehana received 2080 rupees of profit in 1 month. That means just observe this 2080 rupees is nothing but 25% of the total profit. I have taken total profit is equal to X. Therefore, total profit of 25% of total profit is equal to 2080 rupees. So this thing is very, very important. They are given that she is getting 25% of the total profit amount for every month. So for a particular month, she got 2080 rupees. Means 25% of total amount is 2080 rupees. That means 25% of X is equal to 2080. That's all. Simplify. To remove percentage, we need to divide with 100. So 25 by 100. To remove half into, we have to take X is equal to 2080 rupees. Afterwards, we will indicate the rupees. So first, let us finish the calculations. 25 ones are 25 fours are. Now that is X is equal to 1 by 4. Now by bringing that side, it will become 4 by 1. That is nothing but 2080 into 4. So total profit of that month is equal to rupees 40048 are 32, 4 2 are 8. 8,320 profit they get in a particular month. In that month, she has received 2080 rupees. Once again, observe, they are given percentage of profit and amount of profit in a month. So percentage of profit is 25% and total amount we don't know. Total profit we don't know. So let the total profit is equal to X. 25% of X only she is getting the amount. That amount is equal to 2080. That's all. Okay. Now coming to next problem. In a triangle ABC, AB equal to 2.2 centimeters, BC is equal to 1.5 centimeters, CA, that is AC, is equal to 2.3 centimeters. In triangle XYZ, this is about ABC. In triangle XYZ, XY is equal to 4.4 centimeters, YZ is equal to 3 centimeters, XZ is equal to 4.6 centimeters. Find the ratio of XY is AB is to XY, AB is to XY, BC is to YZ, and AC is to XZ. Are the lengths of corresponding sides of triangle ABC and triangle XYZ are in proportion. Okay, this one we need to simplify. Just observe. Observe the question. They are asking to find out the ratios first. So in a triangle ABC, three sides are given: AB, BC, CA, and XYZ, XY, YZ, XZ. All three sides are given, and ratio of AB is to XY. Corresponding sides of a triangle ABC and XYZ. Three sides they are given and asking to find out that ratio. See, if the ratio of corresponding sides are equal, then lengths of the corresponding sides of triangle ABC and triangle XYZ are in proportion. Okay, we will see that. AB is to XY. So all the given values we know. So write the given data, that is AB, BC, CA, and XY, YZ, ZY. ZX, all those values right here. Now first of all, find out the ratio of AB is to XY. AB value given as 2.2 centimeters. So no need to mention the unit. XY value given 4.4. Is to is nothing but a division only, no? So otherwise, okay, right. Now I am writing 2.2 divided by 4.4 in fractional form. Any doubt? Now, point will get cancelled. Only one decimal digit, which is nothing but 22 by 44. 22 ones are 22 twos are 44. So that is 1 by 2. That means AB is to XY is equal to 1 is to 2. Ratio of first corresponding sides of triangle ABC and XYZ is equal to 1 is to 2. And consider the second pair of corresponding sides, that is BC is to YZ. BC value given 1.5 centimeters and YZ value given 3 centimeters. So 1.5 is nothing but 15 by 10. Okay. Otherwise, first of all, write that 1.5 by 3. Okay. Then what I am doing? 15 by 10 into 3. This point I am changing into. Okay, you can do another way also. 15 divided by 30. Because here at 3 I am writing as 3.0, point will get cancelled. Making both the decimal values into like decimals. Whenever unlike decimals are getting, make them to like decimals by adding 0. Now one decimal digit, here also one decimal digit, so both will get cancelled. That is 15 by 30. 15 ones are 15 twos are, which is equal to 1 by 2. Means ratio of BC is to YZ also equal to 1 is to 2. And coming to the third pair, that is AC is to XZ is equal to AC length is 2.3 is to 4.6. Now 2.3 by 4.6, both are like decimals, so point will get cancelled. That is 23 by 46. 23 ones are 23 twos are. 23 twos are 46. That is 1 by 2. That is nothing but AC is to XZ also equal to 1 is to 2. So observe here, AB, BC, AC are the corresponding sides of XY, YZ and XZ for the triangles ABC as well as XYZ. If the ratio of corresponding sides are equal for two triangles, then they are said to be in proportion. So, corresponding sides of triangle ABC and XYZ are in proportion. Yes, write complete statement. Okay, because they are corresponding sides ratio is same, that's why they are in proportion. Okay. So because here corresponding sides ratio is same, that's why every triangle ABC is proportional to triangle XYZ. That's all. Now coming to the next problem. 11th problem. So here several questions are given. 11th question, see now. Madhuri went to a supermarket. Madhuri went to a supermarket. The price changes are as follows. The price changes are as follows. The price of rice reduced by 5%. The price of rice reduced by 5%. Jam and fruits reduced by 8%. Jam and fruits reduced by 8%. And oil and dal increased by 10%. 10%. Help Madhuri to find the changed prices in the given table. Help Madhuri to find the changed prices. Changed prices in the given table. Okay, in this question we have 5 questions. rice, jam, fruits, oil and dal. For those 5 items, we need to find out the changed price. And my first item is rice, jam, apples, oil and dal. These are the 5 items. And for those 5 items, we need to find out the price. Original value and changed value. Original price per kg, okay, in rupees, and changed price in rupees. Here units also I am writing here only. Changed price in rupees. And my first 30 rupees given. Secondly, 100 rupees. Third one, 280, 120 and 80. Okay, listen. Just observe this question. Original price is changed price, means percentage change also they are given. So my first 2 question I am simplifying now. Okay, actually like these questions are given. Observe the first problem. Here I will write. For rice I am finding. See, the price of rice reduced by 5%. Reduced by 5%. So 5% of price of rice, that is 30 rupees. Find out first. 5 by 100 into 30, 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 twos are. 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5 rupees. Reduced they are telling, means original amount is 30 rupees. Reduced value is 1.5. So which is equal to 28.5 rupees is the changed price. So percentage change is equal to 5%. So changed price is equal to original value minus 5% of 30, which will be equal to 28.5. So these calculations we have to do compulsory. So for that sake I am removing the table now. Just observe the first problem, that's all. Given first one, given original price of rice is equal to original price of rice is equal to 30 rupees. Okay, and given in the question there will be deduction in the amount by 5%. So therefore 5% of original amount, that is 30 rupees, is equal to 5 by 100 into 30 rupees. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is nothing but what? How much? That amount is 1.5 rupees, means therefore changed price is equal to original price reduced, they are telling, original price minus 5% of deduction, that is 5% of 30 rupees. Original price is 30 minus 5% of 30 rupees is 1.5. So changed price is equal to 28.5 rupees. Okay, I hope you understood. They are given original price of the rice is 30 rupees as shown in the table now. And in that price of the rice reduced by 5%, means it is reduced, not increased. Okay. So first of all find out what is the 5% of the amount, original amount. After that reducing means we need to remove, deduction is there. So 30 minus 5% of 30, 5% of 30 I got 1.5. So now changed price of the rice is equal to 28.5 rupees. And secondly, they are given for jam, original price of jam. Given original price of jam is equal to 100 rupees. Okay, original price is given by 100 rupees. Okay, now for jam and fruits reduced by 8%. Percentage change of jam is equal to 8%. Therefore, percentage change of jam is equal to 8% of 100. That is 8 by 100 into 100. Both will get cancelled, which is equal to 8 rupees. Okay. Therefore, changed value is equal to, changed price will be equal to, original price is 100 rupees minus changed value is 8 rupees. 100 minus 8 is equal to 92 rupees. I hope you understood. Here nothing we need to do. Just whatever percentage they are given, find out percentage change of particular value, and after that change it price. We will get by original price minus that one. Reduced given. Whenever reduced given means you need to go for minus. If they are telling increased by so and so percentage, in that case we have to go for addition. Okay. Now change the value here because of reduction in the price. I am using minus actual price minus 5% of the actual price. Change the price is equal to, here also reduced by 8% they are telling. Original price minus reduced percentage of the original price. Then I will get the changed value. Coming to the third item, that is apples. Apples also reduction given. Fruits no. Jam and fruits reduced by 8%. So for apples also reduction by 8%. Third question. Given original price of apples is equal to how many rupees? 280. And from the question, on the fruits also they are given the reduction of 8%. So first of all, find out the percentage change of apples. Fruits is equal to 8% of original price, that is 280 rupees. So which will be equal to 8 by 100 into 280. 0, 0. Okay. Then 2 4s are 2 5s are. So 4 into 28 by 5. Otherwise, do one thing. (28 into 8 find out. 8 8 is 64. Okay. 8 2 is 16. 16 plus 6, 22. 16 plus 6 is 22. 224 by 10. Because of decimal fraction, before 1 point, we need to keep the point, that's all. So 22.4 rupees are reduced in the original price. Therefore, changed price is equal to original price 280 minus, so because here decimal digit is there, I am using 280.0. One decimal digit, so 10 I have added, minus 22.4. So now do the subtraction of decimal numbers. 0, that means 10 minus 4 is 6 point. Here 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. 257.6 rupees are change price of the apples. Next, fourth item, that is they are given oil and its original price is equal to, given original price of oil is equal to how many rupees? 120 rupees. Okay, then percentage change of oil is equal to how much changed? Oil and dal increased by 10%. So oil is increased by 10%. Increment here, observe. First of all, 10% of 120 rupees find out. What I'll get? 10 by 100 into 120. 0, 0. Both zeros will get cancelled. So 12 rupees will be increased because the price is increased by 10%. So changed value is equal to, changed price is equal to original price, that is 120, plus percentage change, that is 12. Increment, so plus 12, which is equal to 132 rupees is the changed price of the oil. Okay, now fourth one, last one. So last item, remaining item was dal only. So given for dal, original price is equal to, original price of dal is equal to 80 rupees. And percentage change of dal. Here also they are given that increased by 10%. Increased means we will get plus. Okay, 10%. Percentage change of dal is equal to 10% of 80 rupees. How many rupees is changed? That is 10 by 100 into 80. Zeros both will get cancelled. So 8 rupees were increased. Actual value is 80. Increment means 80 plus 8. That is 88 is the changed price. Therefore, changed price of dal is equal to original price plus increased price, which is equal to 88 rupees. That's all. So remember, whenever they are given percentage, they'll maybe ask to percentage change in increment or decrement also. So for first three items, that is rice and jam and fruits, they are given decrement in the price. So in that case, change price is equal to original price minus decrement percentage. Same thing, if they are given increased price, so change percentage first we need to find out, and increment, because of increment we need to add that value. That's all. So this is about the complete information about percentage change of the different items. So today we have discussed about percentages, changed percentages, and ratio of different when sites are given for different geometrical shapes, how we are finding the ratio. So all those we have studied today, and tomorrow we'll discuss with another